Hey all you One Piece fans, do you like Zoro? He's one of my favorite characters in One Piece, personally. I mean, he's just so cool, you know, not only the fact that he has dual-wielding katana, if that wasn't already cool enough, that third katana in his mouth, that triple-wield katana, goddamn, that shit is so cool. But I think it's pretty obvious, you know, anyone who has a grasp on reality is pretty much aware that that is a little bit of an impossibility. Only the strongest people can have the jaws to hold a katana in their mouth like that. And I feel like there isn't anyone in the real world who is running around trying to act like Zoro, triple wielding some knives, for example, to go and kill their enemies, right? Well, turns out a lovely gentleman in Japan thought he was the real life Zoro and decided to do exactly that. And I'm just gonna spoil the story right from the get-go. He got fucking caught and arrested for it. We have an article here that my friend sent me from Yahoo Japan News, and I've translated the page for you all here into English. But it says, man arrested for carrying 3 knives in his hands and mouth, saying, I was on my way to pick vegetables. Like, if this didn't come from Japan, like Yahoo Japan News, which is, you know, a very credible source in Japan, yes, even though the rest of the world has moved on from Yahoo about 20 years ago, Yahoo is still one of the most widely used search engines in Japan. I don't understand it either, but let's just roll with it. And also, considering that we have a clip from a news station right here as well talking about it, means that this is legitimate news. But I definitely do think that this is easily one of the dumbest Japanese crime stories I have ever fucking heard. A man arrested with 3 knives in his hands and mouth, a passerby reported. There's a man walking around with 2 knives. Police officers who rushed to the scene in Karatsu City, Saga Prefecture, saw a suspicious man with knives. He was holding 1 knife-like blade in each hand and a third blade, not mentioned in the report, which he was holding in his mouth. An unemployed man, age 47, wow, what a shocker, who lives nearby, was arrested on the spot on suspicion of violating the Swords and Firearms Control Law. Yes, for those of you who don't know, in Japan, I'm pretty sure this also, like, is a law maybe in other countries as well, but the Swords and Firearms Control Law is, as the name suggests, if you are in public carrying a weapon, like a knife, a gun, anything that can potentially harm or kill another human being, you're just gonna get arrested for it, especially if you don't have a permit for that shit. As for why he was carrying 3 knives in his hands and mouth, the unemployed man said, I was on my way to pick up vegetables from a friend's house. So, not only did this motherfucker think he was Zoro with 3, you know, triple wielding that shit, about to onigiri a bunch of vegetables, but he also thought he was Sanji. He was like, yo, I am a master chef on my way to just cut up some vegetables at a friend's house. Vegetable may be a euphemism for something, I guess we'll never know. I think he thought, oh, maybe if I tell the police that I'm like a chef and that I am just, you know, carrying my equipment to go do some little choppies and cutting up some carrots and cucumbers and capsicums and what have you, then they'll probably believe me. What a fucking moron. I love this animation, by the way. This just goes to show you how he was caught. Turning around, yep, he's got 2 in his hand, each one in his hand, and then a third one in his mouth. God, this is one such story where I am just praying that one day, and I just wish from the bottom of my heart that Japanese police had body cam on. Because this would have been fucking insane to watch. Can you imagine police body cam POV running up to a man on the streets and being like, excuse me, sir, what are you holding there? Only for this motherfucker with 2 knives in his hands to turn around and look at you like this. Like, what would you do? What would you do? Like, what the fuck did the cop say? Like, was he just like, I have several questions I want to ask. Like, what? Like, I just genuinely do not understand what has to go through a man's mind for you to not only walk around with 1 knife in your hand, which is already fucking sus as shit. I mean, this dude was apparently doing it like during the day as well. This wasn't like a 3 a.m. like sneaky shit to the friend's house to cut vegetables. Motherfucker was so determined to cut vegetables, let's just say, that he did it in the middle of the day in a way that will only draw attention. Like, what the fuck was this man thinking? Like, legitimately, if this dude isn't on something, like some kind of drug or whatever it is, or, you know, has some kind of mental illness, which he probably does, then I just can't see any reason that would make someone go, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's go out doing exactly this. Like, if he was, say, for example, cosplaying as Zoro from One Piece, then maybe it would have been like, you know, a little less sus, or, you know, if he had just said something like, I don't know, the knives are fake, or, I don't know, maybe do, like, the sensible thing, and instead of exposing every weapon that you have out in the open, maybe conceal it in a bag, for instance. You know, I'm not trying to, like, give people ideas on how to commit a crime, obviously, but out of all of the choices that you could have made, this was the worst one to make. Or was it the best one to make? Because otherwise, this story would have been a lot less hilarious. Let's just be real. And I think, again, this may, not only is it definitely going to get the award for the funniest and dumbest arrest in Japan that I have covered this year, like, this is going into the Hall of Fame of stupidity, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, I think it goes without saying that this guy is obviously going to be charged with Juto Hoihan, you know, the swords and firearms control law, which I don't know exactly. I'm not a lawyer myself personally, so I don't know exactly, like, what the charges for that are. It's probably going to be a fine or something, or, you know, if it's found out that he was actually on the way to, like, go and, you know, hurt someone, God forbid, then there might be some more charges on it. I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this story, because this is easily the dumbest shit that I've ever seen in my life. Like, I just cannot believe that this image is real. Like, this is, well, I mean, obviously this image isn't real, but this situation was real. Like, I want to interview the cops so badly to be like, dude, what the hell did you say to him? How do you react to this? Like, if you walked up to someone on the street and they were doing this, how would you react? I don't know, but that was just a quick little story that I wanted to show you guys, because I found it fucking hilarious, and I hope you guys did too. So yeah, I hope the guy gets locked up, or, you know, gets fined or something. And hot take, maybe don't do this. No matter how much the urge to cut vegetables at your friend's house is strong, maybe don't pretend like you're fucking Roronoa or Zoro from One Piece. You know, how about that? Let's maybe not walk around carrying knives in our mouths, shall we? Anyways, guys, that was just a little news story I wanted to cover. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack my face right here, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep making big channel number go bigger. Over here next to my head, a couple more videos you can check out if you enjoy this one. Shout out to all the Zoro fans in the audience, especially this guy. But yeah, don't do that again. Or maybe do it again, because it's funny for us. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.